Okay, so a lot of people have heard about breath work. It's kind of like, I don't know, a popular term right now, but we don't always know what that means. So that's what we're going to get into today. And if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat, and I will, yeah, get back to you with my answers. So, again, we're here. It's day one. Just want to appreciate the fact that you're taking time for yourself during one of the busiest times of the year. That's a huge step already, just showing up towards feeling more radiant, grounded, and present. And so every day of this challenge, we're going to explore simple, transformative practices that you can integrate into your daily life. And today we're starting with the basics, the power of the breath. But just because we call it the basics or because it's simple does not mean it's easy, okay? So keep that in mind. And before we get into the actual breathwork practices, I want to talk about why breathwork. So there's a lot of good reasons why, and being a PhD scientist, I really appreciate that there's a lot of science behind um, breath work and how it improves a lot of different metrics. So it's one system in our body that is both automatic and controllable. So your body breathes on its own all day long, but if you choose to, you can consciously control your breath and hold your breath, extend your breath, hyperventilate. There's a lot of different types of way you can breathe. Um, but if you are busy on your computer or doing whatever you're doing, uh, your body's gonna run the show. So this means we can communicate directly with our nervous system because our minds can send messages to our nervous system, okay, to control how we're breathing. So it's like having a direct line to calm, energy, or focus, depending on how you breathe. And stressful breathing, such as shallow chest breathing, so that's, like I was talking about, like hyperventilating, keeps your body in fight or flight mode, which leads to increased cortisol, poor sleep, and even weaker immunity. So all these things, no thank you. I don't want them. But conscious, deep breathing, it actually signals to your body that you're safe. It turns on your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the system that's responsible for rest, recovery, and digestion. And when we practice intentional breathing, we're literally training our bodies to handle stress better. Over time, this can lead to improved mental clarity, better emotional regulation, and even physical benefits like lower blood pressure, and better immune function. So, let's start. I have a little bit more on breath work, but let's just start with one practice and then we'll take a break after that. So we're going to start with uh, belly breathing or what's called diaphragmatic breathing. So you want to either sit or lie down comfortably in a position where ideally you have a nice long spine, shoulders are back, and you can, let me make sure my video, you can see my belly. Um, you want to have one hand on your belly, and a lot of times people put one hand on their belly, one hand on their heart. All right. And then what you're going to do from here is inhale deeply through your nose and feel your belly rise. And then exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling your belly fall. Okay, so as you breathe in, your hand and your goes out, your belly expands out. And as you exhale, your belly button comes in. Breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly. Breathing out through the mouth, navel draws in. Just take a few breaths on your own here. Connect with that movement in the belly. And stay in the position you're in. And I just want to explain something to you that under your rib cage is the diaphragm. So as you breathe in, that muscle that kind of lines the bottom here, that expands down and pushes your belly out. And then as you breathe out, that contracts back in, and then your belly draws in. Okay? And the inhale, that goes down, belly goes out, as there's less room for the internal organs. So, coming back to the breath, I want you to take a couple rounds of breath, seeing if you can really feel that sensation, okay? So you breathe in through the nose, belly, internal organs, expand, breathe out through the mouth, internal organs draw in and up, breathe in, expand out, exhale, contract in. 3 more rounds. And close your eyes if they're not already. Just take a moment here to realize, acknowledge any kind of shifts or anything that brought up for you. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you able to ground into the sensations, or was your mind active? There's no right or wrong answer. Okay, so now you've had your first foray into breath work. We did a little diaphragmatic or belly breathing. And this is all of these techniques can be that I'm going to show you today can really be practiced anywhere, anytime. So if you're at your desk, in your office, if you're in a crappy meeting you don't want to be in, if you're waiting in line at the grocery store, you can just kind of, you don't even have to close your eyes. You can just tune into breathing in and out. It doesn't even have to be a loud breath. It can just be a breath where you're expanding into your abdomen rather than your chest. And that can start with just by bringing awareness to where am I breathing right now. Okay. So a little bit more about what is breath work. So a fun fact is that your vagus nerve, which is essentially the highway connecting your brain to your body, the rest of your body, responds directly to your breath. So when you take slow, deep breaths, you activate the vagus nerve, which reduces your heart rate and tells your brain, hey, we're safe. This is why you instantly feel calmer after just a few deep breaths. Your heart rate goes down and your body understands that you're in a safe space, okay? And on a cellular level, when you breathe better, so when you take these slow, deep breaths into the belly, for example, like we just did, it improves the oxygen delivery to your brain and your muscles. So this means more energy, clearer thinking, less tension in your body. So like if there was a pill that could do all the things that proper breathing could do, we would pay hundreds, thousands of dollars for this pill. We'd be going to the doctor, be like, give me this stuff. But we have it right here at our access. And so it's pretty exciting. I don't know. I nerd out on this kind of stuff. I think it's exciting. So breath work literally changes your body chemistry. I could go super deep into this, but we're not going to today. But just know that by shifting your breathing patterns, you can increase oxygen flow, release feel-good chemicals like endorphins, and even enhance your skin's glow through better circulation. So we're going to move into another technique that I like to use called box breathing. So this is really good for when you're feeling overwhelmed or scattered, and it's designed to regulate your breathing and bring focus. So the last one we did, the belly breath, is kind of like the foundation of heli skiing would be cool too. You probably need to belly breathe when you're heli skiing, but no. So belly breathing is the foundation of healthy breathing. If you're breathing in your chest and not in your belly, you're just not breathing right, and your body isn't going to be in the right state. You're going to be having increased anxiety. But if you are breathing in your belly, it helps to calm you down and bring your nervous system into balance. So that's just like foundational, okay? So for box breathing, this is when you're like frazzle dazzled and you need to reset yourself, okay? Um, so why it's called box breathing is because you can visualize going in a box. So you're gonna inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold again for 4. So everything we're going to do is for 4 counts, and everything's going to be, let's do this one all through our nose, okay? So we're going to start again with a nice long, tall spine. And you can close your eyes if you want, or have a soft, gentle gaze. Just notice how you're feeling, whatever is coming up in your body, acknowledging that. Then we'll move into our breath. So letting any breath that's in out, and then breathing in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose. Hold at the top. Out through the nose. Hold at the bottom. Breathe in through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Release the breath through the nose. Hold still at the bottom. Breathe in through the nose. hold, release, hold, breathe in, expand the belly, hold, exhale, draw the belly in, hold, inhale, expand, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Take 3 rounds on your own, 4 counts on each side of the box, expanding and contracting the belly with the breath. And whenever you're ready, just let your breath return to its natural state. And take a moment, just acknowledge whatever came up with the box breathing. If you really enjoyed it more, or whatever perhaps you did not enjoy it. And if you want to pop in the chat, I'd love to hear what you thought about the box breathing versus just the belly breathing. I like the box breathing when I am overwhelmed because having the counting helps me give somewhere to place my mind. And it's shown that box breathing helps balance your oxygen and your CO2 levels. Okay, so that can reduce feelings of panic or mental fog, and it also stabilizes your heart rate and improves focus. We're going to end with one final type of breath work so that you'll have 3 options to choose from. So 3 tools in your toolkit. When you need it. So there was a scientific study done comparing box breathing to this other type of breathing where you breathe out longer than you breathe in. And the hypothesis going into the study, which would have been my hypothesis, but was that the people who were doing the extended exhale would have like more reduced stress and less anxiety and be more relaxed than those doing the box breathing because it's kind of well known that like if you inhale a lot that's very activating, but if you exhale it just like relaxes the body. I'm stuttering a lot. Oh, okay. So, but what they found was that's not true. So the box breathing was just as beneficial as an extended exhale, and they were like had very similar performances in the cohort. So, uh, that's helpful to know because you can just choose whichever one works for you. And I think in that study they were looking at doing 10 minutes a day or something like that, but everybody's got their magic number. The right amount of breath work a day is the amount you will do. So, I think that that's where we should all start and start integrating it into kind of, maybe these moments where we would pick up our phone and look on social when we're waiting for something and do a little breathing and then do your scrolling as a reward. And I love the comments that are coming in regarding box breathing. One person said belly breathing, my mind stays very active, but not with box breathing. Another said, box breathing doesn't allow me to think about anything but the breath. I like it. Yeah, our brains are really busy. Our minds are busy. That's what they like to do. Um, but we can have intentionality about where we place our thoughts or where our mind places its thoughts so that we don't have to let it just run away and kind of start thinking about the grocery list or all the things we have to do. There's a time and place for that, but most of the times those thoughts aren't productive. And so instead we can have give it guidance and use it as a tool. So this last method we're gonna do is 4-7-8 breathing. And this is known as a relaxing breath. It's a favorite for falling asleep or calming your mind during a stressful moment because of the extended exhale. Okay, so we're gonna do this time is inhale through our nose for 4 counts, hold for 7, and then exhale for 8. All right, so I'm going to guide you through a couple of rounds, and then I'll let you do a couple rounds on your own again, and then we'll regroup. Okay, so go ahead, find your comfortable seat, and let's breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. One, or hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And you can focus on expanding and contracting the belly as you do this. Inhale, hold, exhale. Now on your own, through the nose, breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and out for 8. Take 3 rounds on your own. 4, 7, 8. And as you finish out your last round, just take a moment to notice any shifts from when you first showed up, emotionally, physically, mentally. And then notice what came up for you with that breathwork pattern, that last breathwork pattern. And again, I would love to see in the comments what maybe if you want to vote for your favorite of the three. I think as like a midday break from work, I really like the box breathing and the 4-7-8 relaxation breath is really good. I use that more at bedtime and when I'm calming down. Um, and it can be really great if you struggle with insomnia, either a hard time falling asleep, or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to bed. Just counting your breaths and having an extended exhale, it's a really great way to get yourself back to sleep and get out of the like whatever patterns your mind is in. That's usually when I can't go back to sleep. My it's because my mind is spinning out, and so having somewhere to bring it that's not like worrying about how I'm not gonna sleep enough or whatever is stressing me out at work. This is like an amazing tool for that. So the relaxation breath, that technique helps you flood your body with oxygen and slows your heart rate, making it one of the most effective tools for stress relief. And I see that we got one vote for box breathing. Another person said that the relaxation breath was a more natural pattern for them. So I love that. I love that like we can all pick and choose what works for us. So um yeah, the breath is a powerful tool. It's like a secret weapon for navigating the chaos of the holidays. So I want you to think of it as a reset button, whether whatever you're doing, stuck in traffic, you're trying to wind down, um, you're stuck in line at the store. You can use these techniques to bring yourself back to balance. And I would love, like, here's a tip. Choose one. It sounds like a lot of you have already picked your one, and just do it once to today. So do it for 1 to 2 minutes. Nothing crazy, something you can do. The best type of breath work is the breath work you can do. So I want you to think about right now, pick the one that you like, and then pick one time that you want to do it in the day today. Okay, so is it when you're falling asleep? Is it, do you want to teach your children to do it during bedtime? Do you want to talk about it at the dinner table? Maybe you're going to be driving and picking up your kids. I am. That's why my alarm went off. I need to leave to go pick up my daughter. So I'm going to do some box breathing in the car ride. So, yeah, waiting in line at the post office. So whatever it is, I want you to pick a specific time today, commit to doing the practice, and then tomorrow we're going to come back and I want to hear how it went, what you thought of it. And one last thing to remember, by consistently practicing breath work, you're also improving your heart rate variability, which is like a metric that's all the rage right now. It's a key indicator of how resilient your body is to stress. I have a video on YouTube if you want to check it out, all about heart rate variability, the HRV, and how it improves you like feeling calm and more in control, even during the busiest of days. So tomorrow we're going to do some gentle yoga to release tension and reconnect with your body. So I look forward to sharing that with you. If you enjoyed today's session, let me know in the group or tag me, and I'd love to hear how you're feeling. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.